Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name's Julian Miazza, and today I'm going to be talking about what my experience has been like so far in the Coast Guard. So I've been in the Coast Guard now for 3.5 years. I'm currently stationed at ANT St. Pete, Florida. An ANT is basically a aids to navigation unit. We have small boats, so they're 26 feet long. We do buoys, day boards, anything that has to do with navigation on the water. We deal with the smaller things that our boat can support. We're the busiest ant in the Coast Guard. We've got three Tanbies is what they're called, the boats that we have, and we're busy just kind of all year round. We've got a lot of non-rates at my unit. We when I first got there, we didn't have too many. We had it was probably it's three per department, so three deckies, three firemen. Right now we've got three deckies, and we're getting two more, and we've got four firemen. So now we've got five and four, so we've got nine compared to the six that we had before. It's a big unit because we are very busy, and there's so many people joining the Coast Guard now that they kind of have to put them places, and why not put them in a busy unit that can use them definitely. But my experience has been really good. I love my current job. When I first joined the Coast Guard, my first unit was actually a STANT, which was a station and an ANT. So it was two different units in one building. They had the same boss or officer in charge, and he was in charge of both these units. I was on the small boat side, so when I got there, I was expected to become comms qualified, so talking on the radio. I then had to become boat crew qualified on both platforms, so we had a 25-foot small response boat and a 45-foot medium response boat, and I had to get OC sprayed. That was not a fun experience, and I was working on my boarding team member, so I was getting qualified to do law enforcement, and I almost got it. I was about to do my final, my board, but I got orders to ASDA school, so that didn't happen. There was also ice rescue training, so doing ice rescue missions because I was stationed in Wisconsin. So the lake freezes over during the winter, so we do ice rescue operations and training when the lake freezes over because we can't get underway, obviously. So I went to rescue swimmer school. This is what I wanted to do when I joined the Coast Guard. I was there for a month. I dropped out, and some family things came up that required me to be close to home. And the Coast Guard, being just the real awesome service that it is, they graciously found me my current job, which is St. Pete, Florida, which is about 40 minutes away from home. I grew up in Sarasota, so I was able to be with my family every weekend. I was able to just kind of well adjust into this new job because I did come from a STANT, so I was a little bit familiar with what their mission was, and I was already boat crew qualified. So I really kind of slid well into this new position, and I love working at the Ant. It's by far been the best experience in the Coast Guard. I've got awesome crew and awesome supervisors and a lot of responsibility that I've had to kind of come up with on my own. They do give you responsibilities at my job, but I was able to kind of find my niche and kind of find something that I take a lot of pride and joy in my work. So being at the Ant, I've been here now for about 2.5 years, and it's just been a load of experience. I've done a lot of things. I've been a part of multiple hurricanes, so gosh, I can't even think of all of them now. Just with the recent ones, I was about to be deployed to Houston to help with Hurricane Harvey, but when Hurricane Irma came, we had to get our orders recalled, so I unfortunately wasn't able to help out there, but I was able to help out in Florida. So we went down for Hurricane Irma, a little bit down south where it was affected in the Fort Myers, Naples area. We were able to do a lot of big help down there. There was a lot of the previous year. There was 2 hurricanes. I think it was Matthew and Hermine that hit. That was really big because it hit on our side with Hermine, and then Matthew was on the other side. I ended up actually going up to Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, where it hit the worst, and we were able to spend about a week there really helping out. We fixed a lot of aids, able to get the channels open again. The year before that, there was more like tropical storms that just really kind of nailed Florida, and we did a lot of rehabilitation to different aid channels that had been affected up north in the northern panhandle of Florida. But it's just been so much of a blast. I've had so much experience and such a good time at my unit. Lots of awards, lots of really good memories with my crew. And if I had to do anything other right now, I'm on the ITA school list, so I'll be going more towards the technology, the TISCOMs, things that have to do with technology. So they're at sectors. But if I had to do anything else, I definitely love ATON, and I would recommend it for anybody that wants to get their hands dirty and kind of really get a good feel for what it's like being a Coast Guardsman. I mean, everything in the Coast Guard, you'll get a good feel for it, but I highly recommend, if you have the chance to be able to work at an ANT, I do recommend you do that. But like I said, I'm on the ITA school list, so I'm going to be leaving actually in the next couple months for Petaluma, California, where the training facility is. It's an 8-month class or course, so I'll be in California for quite a while, learning about technology, about hardwiring, networking, databases, things like that are going to help support the Coast Guard mission and work towards, building a safer, more well-structured Coast Guard ecosystem online. But with that, I do plan on becoming a officer, a direct commission engineer. So what basically that is, it's a person that has a background in technology. So I'm working towards my bachelor's. I just received my associate's, which I was able to get at my current unit. My associate's degree in IT. I'm working towards my bachelor's in IT, and I'm also going to ITA school. So I'm going to have a lot of background in IT, and that's going to be really helpful for the Coast Guard, for direct commission engineers, because their job is strictly dealing with the technology, improving it, being able to deploy it in different assets, things like that, building the Coast Guard network and the online ecosystem, cybersecurity, things that are really kind of growing. So I'm excited because becoming an officer means that I'll just be able to have more direct impacts, more of a influence on the sphere of technology. So I'm excited to be able to contribute and help a service that I really enjoy and love with something that I really find interesting. As much as I do love the Coast Guard missions of search and rescue, law enforcement, homeland security, all these things, I do enjoy technology, and I enjoy these things. And I'm also thinking, what's outside? Being in IT, it also does help careers outside of the Coast Guard. And you got to find something that you enjoy doing. And so that's basically it. That's kind of my experience in the Coast Guard so far. It's been really good, and I recommend to everybody, if you are considering joining the Coast Guard, do it. It's a great experience. Take that from me personally. But I've really enjoyed it, and everybody that I have met just loves the Coast Guard as well. So hope you guys got something from this. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe because I've got more content coming out. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out.